Let's get ready to podcast!
Welcome back to Shoot from the Hip podcast. How's it going, guys?
And we are not prepared to start.
Obviously.
I'm still typing things on my
But what is new? Like, nothing is new here. Every podcast, we have no idea what we're doing.
That's true.
Well, that's why it's great.
yeah.
That's true. Are we supposed to send out our postcards?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're,
Yeah, okay,
they're
that's-
in the mail.
Yes, by the
Yes.
time you
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to this, they'll be in the mail.
Yes.
Sure.
So if
What?
you have...
No.
Maybe.
We'll put them in on Sunday.
Yeah.
They'll be in.
yeah.
So by the time you listen to this, they'll be on the way to you. So those of you that have sent in messages, we're sorry you haven't gotten them sooner, but they are...
Sorry.
They're on the way.
Yes.
With a special treat with it, right?
Oh,
A little extra treat coming in
little,
there.
little something off at the old
Hawaiian shaved ice.
Shave Ice stand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's on the way.
Paradise Hawaiian shaved ice. I remember the title list. On
Good things come to those who wait. So
Get
we're
them.
just making sure it's good.
Yeah.
What's our flavor? Passion, tiger blood? Something like
Something
sunset?
like that.
Sunset is really good. Tiger's Blood is really good. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with either one of those.
Right.
I think we had Sunset.
Sunset,
But
yeah.
we called it Passion
I call
at
it
one point.
Passion.
It's great.
Lancer is very passionate about his shave ice.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. All right, so let's kick off this podcast today. We're going to talk about some shower thoughts. All right, so I came in prepared for shower thoughts.
How about
It's
that?
about
No,
time.
occasionally I come in prepared. All right, so I'll kick it off. Ideally, you're the only person who will ever taste your own vomit,
Oh, gosh. I hope so.
making it one of the most exclusive flavors in the world.
Let's hope it stays that way, right?
Yeah, I hope no one has to, like, deal with the life-changing fact of tasting my vomit.
I like the start of that being ideally, not like never. It's just ideally.
There is
In
the
a perfect
possibility.
world.
Yeah, there might be a situation
Oh,
man.
that's so bad.
when it gets projectile, you don't know where it's going.
Oh,
You know, I've heard...
After talking about puke stories,
I've
last
heard
podcast.
stories about people that have, unintentionally gotten other people's vomit in their mouth.
Oh.
Good gracious!
Yeah.
You ever watch the eating contest?
Oh.
And the guy's like vomiting, and then he like pulls it back into his mouth.
Yeah.
Because you get disqualified
Yeah.
if you actually puke. And there's a guy next to him that sees him do it, and then he just starts gagging.
Those eating contests are just so gross.
They're disgusting.
that's
They're
dedication,
disgusting.
though, man. That's some
Don't they
serious
like
dedication.
wet? Don't they like wet the whole bun and everything so they're like soggy so they go down faster?
It depends on the eating
I mean,
contest.
if
'cause
you
it's
watch,
not always
what's
hot
that guy
dogs.
Joey Chestnut that
Yeah.
always wins?
Yeah.
If you look at him after he's done, it's one of the sickest sights in the universe.
Yeah.
Like he's just covered in goop, and you're like, ugh.
Did you know that they, like, train for this? Like, they practice?
I wouldn't be surprised. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
That's a lot of hot dogs they're eating.
Yeah.
I did watch a record thing where a guy it was just the hot dog. It wasn't hot dog with bun. And he was just swallowing hot dogs to see how many he could swallow. It was something like 17 hot dogs or something like that.
Just
Whoa.
whole without chewing.
I can't remember if he chewed. I don't think he chewed it. I think it was straight swallow. Like
That'd
like
be
the,
impressive.
like the seagull.
It's like stacking firewood in
you
your
ever,
belly.
you ever see the
for
video of the
real.
seagull swallowing the hot dog and then it like pukes it up and it's like a whole hot dog comes
Yeah.
out? It's super funny.
All right. Well, let me do something that's not puke related, hopefully. And this was one that comes in from a listener. And so we'll give a shout out to Austin on this. He sent this shower thought in. People who take care of chickens are literally chicken tenders.
I love chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders
The
are
kind
good.
you eat and the people who take care
And the
of them.
people who nurture the chickens that we will eat.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, pretty profound there. And I think we were all in agreement. Chicken tenders are superior to chicken nuggets, right?
Oh, big time, for sure.
Okay.
Chicken tenders are chicken strips. Do we agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. So
Chicken fingers. Don't you love how
Chicken
some restaurants
fingers,
put that?
Yeah,
Chicken
everyone's got
fingers.
some-
It's like that actually makes it less appetizing.
It's sort of like hash browns and tater tots, whatever.
like we don't know what to call them.
Yeah.
Shredded potatoes.
Like, make up your mind.
Fried.
Like, what are they? I always feel like tater tots sounds just kind of childish.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, I feel like when you get older, you start calling it hash browns. It
Yeah.
sounds more sophisticated.
Well, and
I would like some hash browns.
If you're really, I think if you're really into Napoleon Dynamite, you just shorten it to tots.
yeah. Give me your tots.
Give me some of your tots. Gross.
I always considered like hash browns as breakfast fries. That's always what I
Yeah.
think because they're just potatoes.
Yeah, I'd agree
Yeah,
with
well,
that.
and
Same
that's the thing. Like, I actually think that there should be a difference between hash browns and tater tots, because tater tots are like those
Those little
discs.
yeah,
Right.
they look like little bullets, like little
Yeah, yeah.
potato bullets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then
They should call them potato rounds, bow rounds.
Bow. Yeah, there you go.
That's hash browns, right?
yeah, that's
rounds.
basically what it is.
Go to
I don't
Bojangles, get you
get
some
that.
bow rounds. They're good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I think hash browns is like, it's the hash. It's like the potato that's been shredded up, and that's the hash browns.
Makes sense. I see what you're saying.
That's my thought.
There's
Looks
a
like a
difference.
hashtag.
There should be. We should make an edict. Yeah.
Isn't it funny how like you just change the shape of a potato
And it
it's
becomes
just-
something else.
It's something totally different.
Potatoes are magical.
Mashed potatoes, baked potatoes,
French fries.
French fries. I mean,
Oh, that
just
is-
so much stuff.
That is true.
All right, so this is a shower thought that I had the other day. Just driving down the road, actually. Why is it called a building and not a built?
I like how long that took for us to sink in.
I know,
We were just
like-
like, oh.
Also, oh,
Yeah, I mean, you're not building it anymore. It's been built. So
yeah, it's done.
I don't know why they do that.
Well,
so.
like built more,
Yeah, built more
it's done.
or building more. If
Building more would be really weird.
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
But it's the Biltmore building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mansion.
Where,
Yeah,
where
it
is that out? South Carolina?
No,
North
I think it's
Carolina.
right outside of Asheville.
Yeah.
Okay, North Carolina. Gotcha.
North Carolina.
Went there on my honeymoon.
Was
How
it
about that?
was it awesome?
Yeah, I mean, I've been there a few times.
Okay, I've never been there.
It's cool to go there.
If you watch the commercials for it, they make it sound like you have lived a terrible life if you've never been to Biltmore. They're like, everyone's giving you $100 bills. That was this morning at Biltmore, and you're like, what?
What's going on?
Where have I been my whole life? So I don't know. They just make it sound like it's awesome.
Well, one really nice thing is their grounds there or whatever, they don't really care that much what you do on their grounds.
Right.
So you could just go and have a picnic and whatever. That no one's going to fuss at you for going out and wherever on the yard and having a picnic.
What if you're a graffiti artist? They care about that.
Now, well, depends on what you're graffitiing, I guess. If you're just doing it on a piece of paper, I don't think I care.
What if you graffiti today at Biltmore, right in the middle of like the
Okay,
road?
okay. Since I'm like the local idiot here, what is the Biltmore House even? Like, is it just a nice hotel?
No, it's
No.
just a giant mansion.
Yes.
Just a
And
big
now,
house?
it was owned by the Biltmore family, and now
Vanderbilt
family.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so now it's become like a tourist attraction. People can go and stay, and
Well, it's a
And it-
super
it-
old historic home, so.
so
Okay.
yeah, now it's become like a hotel,
Okay, so you
bed
can
and
stay in
breakfast,
it.
like a really hopped up bed and breakfast.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Can you,
You
stay
can.
in it? Okay.
I believe.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I've never looked into that. I don't have that.
I'm
kind of
fairly
money.
certain you can.
Okay,
It has one of the coolest libraries.
You will need somebody that's handing out $100 bills to give you several of them in order to stay there.
okay. So it's
Yeah.
like a
So hang out by that guy for a while.
nice.
and then you can stay there.
Just keep walking by
'Cause
in
it's gonna-
different disguises, and then you're fine.
Yes, it's going to cost you some Benjamins.
Yeah, it's an interesting place. It's something that you go to one time.
It's
Okay.
cool.
All right, next one.
All right, I'm ready.
This one's just interesting. You never see a woman that's a junior.
A woman that's a junior.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Who's what?
Oh, like a female. Oh, like a woman. Oh, I get it. Like named after their mom.
Okay.
I was like,
yeah.
what are you
Yeah,
talking
it
about?
took me a minute, yeah.
Okay, a
Yeah.
woman that so like
Like
Yeah.
dad and son is junior,
Right.
But you never have. Yeah.
okay. Wow. Sorry, that took me so
When
long.
you said who's that, I was like, what? Is there somebody here? I was,
knocking
I
at
was
the door?
looking around.
Is someone walking around over there?
Someone is walking around out there.
Who that?
I guess there's not juniors, but there are people that are named after their
Yes.
mother,
Yeah.
but they just never refer to them as a junior.
No. Yeah.
Is there a female like
Equivalent?
suffix? Yeah,
I
that
don't
they
think
give
so.
people that's like that, or no?
Not
I
that
don't know.
of.
I know, like, what is it, like Sweden? Like, you know how here we got like people named blank sun, like Anderson.
Yes.
Like in Sweden or Netherlands, somewhere around there, they do like something daughter, like kinderdaughter or whatever. I just know that from the female bodybuilder lifters who like are on TV
Really?
every once in a
I
while.
plan on naming my son Kaufmanson.
Well, my first name's Daniel, so I'm probably going to call him Danielson.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's man, Matt, you've opened my eyes to something new today. Here's something I thought about today. Drinking water resets a 3-day death timer.
Yeah.
They say that if you go without drinking, you got like 3 days till you keel over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And every time I drink a little water, I just push the timer.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing to do. Sometimes I push that
probably
timer
wise.
back a couple times a day.
Okay, so can I just interject this really random thought that I had?
Sure.
No. Yes.
Figured I'd just ask. So I heard this the other day, and it prompted a lot of thought. Someone said if you could take your 5 fingers on one hand and a different liquid could come out of those for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Like all 5 fingers get a
All
different
5
liquid?
fingers, yeah.
Whoa.
Like a soda fountain.
So like one could be water, one could be.
But it has to be a liquid, yeah.
Water would be dumb.
No, it wouldn't be dumb because
I mean, you got to have one of
what
them
if you're
to be
stranded in
water.
the desert? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You could
but
survive.
I mean, like I'm thinking about my current situation. Like,
But you still
water
wouldn't choose
isn't that
water?
expensive.
Yeah, but what do you drink other than water? That's like
I mean, like that'd be cool. Just like put your finger down your throat and drink
got
water.
a squirt of water.
Yeah, boom.
Man,
Coffee's got to be on
I'm
there,
just
right?
thinking like different juices.
I'm thinking like motor oil, syrup, like
Motor oil.
that would be
like
legit.
10W40, something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so
Gasoline.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
gasoline.
gasoline.
Fill
There you
it
go.
up.
Gasoline has to be one.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't think about useful
For me,
fluids.
for me, coffee has to be one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
coffee
yeah.
would be great.
Coffee-
one, creamer the other.
I don't need that stuff.
Liquid sugar.
So here's one that I thought of is like I would probably make my pinky like miso soup.
okay.
Just like I could have a meal whenever I wanted it. That's
not bad.
Just
You'd
give me
probably get tired of it.
probably, but I would live.
Be like, have soup again.
I could either starve or have soup. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just starve. I've had enough soup.
That'd be so weird. Stick out your pinky and just start filling up
Just
a
fill
bowl.
up a bowl of miso soup. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Wouldn't it be great to have gasoline coming out of your finger and you just walk like over to your car and you got your finger in the gas and someone's walking by like, what are you doing?
Okay, so
Just filling up.
what if it took you like 20 minutes to fill up that way? Would you be okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
now here's
free.
the question:
It's free.
Where is that being produced from? Like, do you have to like drink a lot of water in order to
No,
like,
it's
produce
just
your
like
gasoline?
you have internal
you
superpowers.
start getting dehydrated after a while.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I heard somebody say that, and I was like, that's actually a pretty interesting thought.
It's not a bad
The
idea.
motor oil's a good one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that. The gasoline, I was all over that.
I was
but
thinking like juices would be really good because they're expensive.
Max, like, he's like a soda fountain over here, just a fountain drink, just get different juices.
I was just thinking like
Line up all the ocean sprays. and
grape juice, something like that. You know?
I probably wouldn't make all of them juices.
Well, it's because my thought is like it's a little bit healthier than soda.
Right.
So
Yeah, you have something in there
and
to
something with
mix it
some
up.
good flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement. I mean, maybe people would say milk.
Not a bad choice.
I'm not a huge milk.
Milk was
I
a bad
drink
choice.
milk, but I just don't drink it enough to warrant it.
Yeah.
So I mean, some people might.
Yeah.
say
Not a bad idea. So here's another one I got. All right, so when sorry, I can't talk. When a company offers me a better price after I cancel my, what is wrong with me?
Say that one more time.
Blah, 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 blah,
One
blah.
more time and I go.
Go backwards. Here we go. All right. When a company, oh gosh, Matt, just go. I quit. I'm
Must be
leaving.
typed wrong.
You got to do it again because now we're too far.
Okay. When a company offers me a better price after I cancel their subscription,
Yeah.
they're just admitting they were overcharging me.
Yes.
100%.
There we go.
That is
Oh,
the most
gosh.
annoying thing.
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Not the fact that you can't say that.
That is every year that I have to sit there and negotiate my stupid internet bill.
Yeah, dude, you do that too?
Yes.
I do the same
And I
way.
sit there and argue with someone for a whole day.
Yeah,
So annoying.
because you
And
know they can't hang up on you.
Yeah, and then eventually you're gonna get what you want, but it takes so long. I hate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely hate it. I
Same
just
thing.
feel like
We should
sending
make
them
another
emails
edict.
from last year or something.
No more
Yes.
haggling over internet prices.
Yeah.
Just give us your lowest option. You make zero profit.
Well, yeah, because I go in with the mindset they can't hang up on me, right?
Yeah,
And they also have to go through so many phone calls a day, or else they get in trouble with their boss.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if I stay on the phone with them, they're like starting to sweat it, and then they'll
Yeah.
eventually just give it to you.
So
Yeah.
I used to work at Chase Bank for a while, and you'd have people that would call in, and they'd be, super heated, and they would want their call escalated up. And like
Escalate.
Jamie Dimon was I think still is the CEO of
Such a good name.
Chase Diamond,
Dimon.
Chase Bank. And like I had somebody one time call us like, I demand to speak with Jamie Dimon right now. And you're like, all right, let me place you on a brief hold. See if I can get him. I'm like, I want to talk to Jamie Dimon. We're like, well, we have to escalate it up the chain. And you have to just keep sending it up to somebody who eventually just I imagine there's just some like dude in a random room somewhere, and he's like, yes, this is Jamie Dimon. He's just like, his name's like Fred or something, and he just pretends to be
Can
Jamie
I get that
Dimon.
job?
Yeah,
I love that job.
he's just in there just talking with people, as the muckety muck of the company, and he just says dumb stuff.
That'd be awesome.
None of it ever comes to fruition. So.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love that. So here we go. Covering your mouth while sneezing or coughing is polite, but covering your butt when you're passing gas is suddenly weird.
That is quite awkward to deal with.
Oh man, man, I've never thought of that, but yeah, that would be really weird if you saw somebody doing that. I mean, it would be friendship over with. Like in the middle, don't do it in the middle of this podcast because we're just gonna have to cut off the recording and I'll walk away.
Oh man, you just ruined my plans.
Sorry, man.
Oh,
Oh, I got one more for you, and this was sent in from another listener, so I got to give a shout out here. This one comes in from my buddy John down in Mississippi.
John.
And he says, if you think about it, armadillos are just tactical assault possums.
They really are. They're like super
It's
armored.
the same thing, but with armor.
Yes.
It's like a knight, a
Yep.
knighted possum.
And you find them on the side of the road.
Yeah,
same
They
way.
they cannot make it across the road.
No,
Them poor things, man. It's all the armor weighing them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Must-
they can't roll fast enough.
don't you always think that? You know,
yeah.
Kind of like a roly poly type deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
They're an overgrown roly poly,
yeah, exactly. But
which is a tactical possum.
I think we've just concluded the biology lesson for the day here. But yeah, I thought that one was
We
pretty
need to
good.
create our own animal ranking chart or something.
Yes, our own like zoological
Yeah.
record over here. Different animals and their genealogies.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Do we have time for one more here?
We do.
All right. See if I can read this one correctly. Christmas feels more like a deadline than a holiday.
Yes.
Do you guys agree with that?
I kind
Yeah.
of agree with that. Now it does. The day feels like a holiday,
Yeah.
but leading up to it, it doesn't.
Very stressful.
Yeah,
Like,
it can
when you
be.
become an adult, it gets stressful.
Yeah.
They
Imagine
say-
this. My birthday is Christmas, so it's always stressful leading up to my
Oh,
birthday.
yeah, that's awful.
You officially share a birthday with Jesus.
I do.
Way to go, man.
Yeah.
Kind
It's
of a
not all,
big
not
deal.
all
He
it's
was-
cracked up to be. Is
Because
it?
he was born on December 25th. We
Of
know
course.
that, historically.
Yes.
How are you going to live up to that birthday, man? Like, good grief.
Well, it was always fun at the Christian school that I went to because they would sing like "Happy Birthday" for. There would be some kid and
Happy
and-
birthday to Jesus.
Yes, yeah,
And Matt.
and I'd be sitting there going, "It's my birthday too."
What about me?
yeah,
Oh man, that's pretty.
yeah,
That's pretty terrible. You know, they actually say that the day after Christmas, or like the week after Christmas, is the number one time of the year for suicides.
wow. Yeah. I've heard that.
Like people rack up all this debt, and then it doesn't really bring fulfillment.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then they just go off themselves because
Well, it's probably-
why we start a new year and go through this again?
it's probably a bunch of guys that got rejected when they tried to propose
Yeah,
to their
probably.
girl
Yeah.
at the Christmas tree.
That's
rough.
That works in Hallmark movies, but it doesn't-
I'm probably speaking to somebody who's done this, but don't do that. like,
whatever you see in the Hallmark movie, don't
yeah,
try
Right.
it.
Like,
Because that
The only person that looks good doing it is Dean Cain, not you.
So I made a point this year. I was like, I'm going to watch some of these Hallmark movies and figure them out. It's all the same. It's not the same
Oh, there's a
story,
formula, yeah.
but it's like a soup recipe.
Yes.
There's a lot of the same stuff in soups,
Yep.
and it's just like a few different ingredients.
Yep.
That's Hallmark. It's just like soup. It's just like, okay, there's gonna be some water in there. And it's like, yeah, let me guess, someone's in the military. Okay, and let me guess, they like dogs.
Yeah.
And
that guy that she's with at the beginning, she's not going to be with
She's
that
gonna
guy.
misunderstand something and say something dumb, and he's gonna walk away and go back to his hometown, and then she's gonna come chase him down, and then say, "No, I was an idiot," and like it's
Right.
It's just like,
And it's
soup.
always some small town that the girl's
It's always
going to.
yes. That's
Yeah.
an interesting point because first of all, they're all feel good stories, right?
Yeah.
Because no one must feel bad. So,
Speak for yourself.
I don't like that movie. It's a feel good story. I was like, well, what's wrong with that? So, but one of the key ingredients of that is they always move away from a big city to a small town,
Yes.
and they have no connectivity in the big city.
Yep.
And
It's like the Sweet Home Alabama
yeah,
kind of story.
Yeah. So like you go away to the big city, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yep.
You end up coming to small town, or you crash your car in a ditch and you decide, hey, I'll just live here forever and marry the first person I run into.
I just realized something. It's kind of like Hallmark movies, or they took like Sweet Home Alabama and then
just patterned
they
it.
just made it a lot of more times.
Different character name, different
Yeah.
city.
Let's
yeah.
just take out the booze and the rednecks and just
Right.
infuse it with Canadians.
maybe a couple less slaps at the wedding.
Oh yeah, just a few
Or
less
punches or
bullets.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh man, let's move on to a little how it should have ended.
Yeah.
I almost waited for an intro right there.
There is no intro, so I'll create it myself. How it should have ended. Oh,
That's what we got.
That's I like where that came in.
oh man. So the way that this one's gonna roll is we give a scenario and we on the spur of the moment, on the fly, shooting from the hip, you have to come up with an answer, a way that you would
Right.
resolve whatever situation it is. And today's scenario is the best way to quit your job.
Your job.
Your job.
I was
It's
reading off of
bleeding over.
Lancer's
All right,
computer.
Lancer.
It's contagious. Pass the sanitizer. Best way to quit your job. So I don't know about you guys, but I envision this as last day of work,
Yeah.
mic drop moment.
Yeah.
How are you going to go about it? So we
Right.
each have jobs for each other, and who's going first on this?
Jimmy, I'll hand off to you, Lancer.
Okay, yeah.
Sure, I'll put you on the spot.
That's
Why
cool.
not?
Why not?
All right.
Whatever. I'll start it.
Okay, your job is corrections officer.
Ooh,
Corrections officer.
Yes.
Okay. Like at
I had to make a decision right here, right now, because I have
You had a
two
couple?
just in case. Yeah,
So I'm a corrections officer at like a jail or
yeah, out of prison.
like a prison guard or
Yes.
okay. So my job is
so your last day.
so
you're
my
going
last
out with
day.
a bang.
All
Maybe
right.
literally going out with a
I
bang.
could go out with a bang. There's a bunch of different things I could
You
do
know, the
here.
prisoners are all buying you a cake and
Right. Yeah, it's my last
Probably
day.
some
Right.
tools in it.
singing some songs for you.
Yeah. They're gonna miss me.
Yeah.
Oh man, so this is like okay. So I'm gonna assume that I'm like really fed up with this job.
Yes.
I'm probably fed up with the prisoners. I'm probably fed up with my coworkers. Probably fed up with the warden.
Yeah.
Man, all right. So
The game warden.
yeah, the game warden,
This is one of those zoo ones.
zoo prisons. So there's a bunch of different ways. There's the easy answer of just letting all the prisoners out, right? Just opening the gate.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
That's not where we're gonna go
You
here.
have a captive audience.
Yes, I do. everyone in this prison knows it's my last day. So I'm probably really frustrated with the prisoners, and I'm not going to help them get out at all. I'm going to let them stay in. I think the best thing to do would be to create food poisoning in the prisoner's lunch.
Nice.
I think that would be the best way to go.
A little salmonella on the way out.
Little salmonella, like uncooked
Just the
chicken.
prisoners? Or
Just the
okay,
prisoners,
okay.
because you know who's got to clean all that up
Oh,
too.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So the prisoners suffer,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the people who work with them have to suffer too.
Oh, and you know what else you should do on your way out? You just bring a bag of concrete and dump it in all the toilets.
Oh, that would be great.
They're
Because
done for it.
then
Because
they
then
got
it's just doo-doo everywhere.
doo-doo everywhere, and all the prisoners who are digging a hole can't escape
I
anymore.
was going to say, on the same line, you could just literally pull the old, hey, I'm going to make smoothies for everyone and just laxative all of them.
That's a great way to do it. Yeah,
And every
I like
prisoner
it.
just drink up.
Yeah.
I like it. And then
they
concrete
can't
the
get out.
toilets. Yeah. Oh man, that's great.
Oh,
That's great.
That's pretty good.
all right.
All right, so I'm going to give Matt his.
No.
Go for it,
And
Matt.
I was thinking long and hard about this. So, Matt, your job is the White House press secretary.
Okay.
I felt like Matt was really diplomatic and he could pull that one off. So,
The White House press secretary. Oof. I gotta think of all the different things I would do in this situation.
I know, especially under the current
So
administration.
many opportunities.
It's a hard job to leave right now.
Yeah.
It's always exciting. Stumped
So
him.
yeah.
Got
so,
him.
so you have the whole press.
Yes.
At
So
your
you have a
fingertips.
press conference. It's your last day.
First of all, Jim Acosta's out.
Just kick him.
Just because.
Just physically go down and smack him.
Yeah.
Get out.
Just because. This press secretary. So Sarah Sanders situation here.
Right.
Okay. I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna egg the whole press.
Just start chucking eggs
Yeah,
at
so
him.
just start
Throw
throwing
eggs at
Yeah,
everybody.
kind of a reverse Bush, where you got the shoe thrown at him.
Yeah.
Just like chuck eggs. Yeah.
Oh, I would love that. That would go down in history. Like
would
that
be
would be in
pretty
a
sweet.
history book.
Yeah.
That would be great. I would love to see that. Just like all the reporters running out screaming. That would be
It
so.
would give new
fun.
meaning to the White House egg roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. And has somebody ever egged your car?
No.
You ever had your car or your
not
house
my
egged?
car, but my parents. Yeah.
If you
They had
if you
a
don't
brick
catch
thrown
that
through,
thing
too.
like right after,
Uh-huh.
it is stinking hard to get it off of your
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. It'll take off paint.
Yeah.
If you leave it on too
I
long.
don't know if this is true or not, but I heard someone say one time if you cut like a Vidalia onion in half and stick it on somebody's windshield, that it'll get like super sticky, and when they go to pull it off, it'll like in the heat of the day, if you leave it on when it's real hot, it'll get like super sticky and it can almost crack their windshield.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds awesome.
We need to try that.
Yeah, can we give it a shot?
Do we have like a window or something that we don't care about?
Not that I'm aware.
Okay, like a piece of glass.
Yeah, I mean,
somewhere?
we probably come up with something.
We should find one. We should
I don't
do
know if
that. We
that-
should do a video.
Yeah,
That
I don't
would
know
be
if it's
fun.
true or not, but I don't know how long you have to leave it on there. either.
Mythbusters.
Yeah.
Does a Vidalia onion break your window?
Really low budget.
It doesn't
Mythbusters.
work. It doesn't work. So we just chuck the onion through the window. The answer is yes.
This is like redneck Mythbusters.
Oh man, so you're just egging everybody.
All right, so
Yes.
All right,
that's a great solution. I
that's
like
good.
it.
That's a good idea.
All right, so Aaron, here is your job that you have to quit on the spot, mic drop type.
All right.
All right, so in Japan, have you ever seen how crowded the trains get in Japan, where people are literally just slammed in those trains?
Yeah.
Well, there's a job in Japan called a professional pusher, where you're the person who pushes the people into the trains.
Yes.
And you're just trying to get as many people in as you can. They're dressed up really nicely. They got these like white gloves, and they're just shoving people, more and more people, into the trains. That is your job,
I can think of something.
and you are fed up with your job, and you are mic drop quitting today. What do you do?
Okay. So
Have you
this
ever
seems
seen
like
that?
a job that I might actually like. Though.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh, we need to.
Oh,
we'll
it's
pull
great.
up some videos for you.
Yeah.
So they're just
really
so
great.
my job is literally to just shove people as hard as I can into a train.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
That
you're
sounds-
literally cramming them in, and then they get the doors to close, and you just kind of cram them in until the doors get closed.
Yeah.
And then you're,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you know those little electric cattle prod?
yeah. Nice.
I think I'm just gonna buy a couple of those.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just going to be, I'm just going to go Darth Maul. I'm just going to go a cattle prod on each end sort of thing and just prod people.
No, you know what you should
just
do?
electronically into that thing.
You wear like a coat and you shove them in your sleeves, and so you just have it so that when you
When I
push
touch 'em?
yeah,
Yeah.
your hand. Like,
Oh man, that would be great. Or yeah, I think that's the way I would go. Just last day.
I like it.
I know I'm going out anyways and just just torture people. I mean, I'm a horrible person.
It's pretty rough.
I would just electrocute people all day.
I mean, Lancer's over here giving people food poisoning.
Yeah.
I'm poisoning people. Matt's assaulting people
Yeah.
with
Okay,
eggs.
yeah.
You're,
So we're kind of in line here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm gonna get one of those little electric cattle prods that they used in like Jurassic Park to shock the little dinosaurs, and I'm gonna go around shocking
Oh,
the junk
man.
out of people.
that would be so.
Might get a few more people into the train. Those lunges in,
Yeah,
just zap them right on their way in.
I wonder if it would travel through like multiple people if they're all
that would-
touching.
yeah.
or if they're
would.
touching like a metal pole, everyone that's touching the pole
Yeah.
gets it. Yeah,
There we go.
That'd be pretty fun.
That'd be great. You just hear everyone go, ah, every so often.
So do we
Yeah.
have time to do a? Did you guys all do two?
I have a second
I
one.
did do two.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna shoot one at Lancer.
All right, go for it.
Your job from me is you are a zookeeper
Okay.
and you don't like your job. What do you do on the last day?
Okay, zookeeper.
I can think of
There
one
are
thing.
some really great possibilities here.
Okay, once again, I could just let all the animals out.
Agreed.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, obviously.
Classic.
But
I don't know if that's as fun.
I don't think that is as fun.
I can think of something that you would do, but that's just whatever.
Just go in and punch all the animals in the face.
Well, that was one of my ideas. I was like, what if you just gave Lancer like a bow staff and just let him in with like all like the little monkeys jumping around, and you just have to just bow staff them all like that. Just a paintball gun in there.
You know what I actually probably would do? This is my real answer here. I'd probably go in with some sort of sedative dart gun or something.
Nice.
With a mild sedative and take the most vicious animals, sedate them, and put them in my boss's office.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, that would be really good.
Take a couple of the like major cats,
Yeah.
sedate them, like I said, just like lightly sedated and lead them in there. And then
Yeah,
by the
only
time
mostly dead.
and by the time my boss walks in, they're fully awake.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Just be
awesome.
like, enjoy, boss.
Peace
I'm out.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I thought you were gonna go with like giraffe jousting or something like
Yeah,
that.
I thought he was gonna ride
night
something.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea too. I like that.
I mean, that'd be pretty epic. you
Man,
know?
giraffes are underrated. We've talked about giraffes. A few
Giraffes are
times now.
super cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude, yeah, but-
Giraffe jousting would be amazing.
I don't know if you can. What do you hold on to? Like, there's no giraffe saddles.
The neck.
obviously. Yeah. Well, where do you hold your lance or whatever it is? You know, lancer with the lance.
yeah.
You put a little harness that has a little hook on the neck that you can rest the lance on. You know,
You just use the electric cattle prod that I was using, and you
And
just try to
crowd-
zap each other.
at the edge of it, yeah.
The hard thing is someone handing the lance to you. You know, you're just like having to
They
drag
gotta,
it up
they gotta
there.
like throw it up to you,
Yeah, yeah.
sort of thing.
man.
That would be pretty good though. Sedate some animals,
Yeah.
keep them in there. That would be awesome, man. Your boss just like you could put a bunch of things in there too. Like your boss just opens his office and there's just a live Komodo dragon in there.
And here's the thing: they're gonna make a mess in there too from their
Oh, yeah.
bodily
Oh,
functions
yeah.
and whatnot. Yeah.
You gonna give them a laxative too?
They might, yeah. Yeah. There we go.
That'll work actually.
There we go.
Just
Oh, dude,
just a
that-
sedative with a
that would
laxative.
Oh,
That's
man.
great. Yeah.
That
so.
would be epic.
Can
well
you?
done.
This is so random. You know, with the sedative, you know, you can inject that. Can you do a laxative in the same way with like a dart?
Oh man.
I don't
Because I don't know if
so.
you can do that through.
I
the
think it has to be
bloodstream.
ingested into the digestive system.
Right.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Whereas the
Because it's into the
the
bloodstream.
other one goes into the bloodstream.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Maybe if you get them in the belly.
Yeah. Just shoot him in the belly.
I did read a story about this elephant that was constipated, and the guy gave it like 26 like doses of laxative, and there was like a giant mountain of poo.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, just a mountain.
About the size of the elephant.
Yeah,
So-
seriously, like it's like a termite mound.
That's
full of.
That's a horrible stop up right
Oh,
there.
yeah, it's they need some Flomax.
Yeah.
Oh man!
All right,
Who's
Matt.
up?
I got one for you,
Okay,
Matt.
sure.
All right, so in Amsterdam,
Yeah.
it's one of the most bike-friendly countries in the world,
Okay.
and they typically lose a lot of bikes to the canal. So the canal that runs through Amsterdam, a lot of bikes going there, and there are actually people who fish the bikes out.
Okay.
So I guess
Yeah.
they're like bike fishermen.
Right.
That is your job. You go around the canals, fish bikes out of Amsterdam's canals,
Uh-huh.
and you're sick of your job. You're tired of it.
That's a hard one.
It is a little tricky, but I've got one thing that I might do
Okay.
is I would take a day, you know, maybe I've got like a vacation day, and I'll take one day to go around and collect as many bikes as I can, steal as many bikes in Amsterdam as I can, And then the
You're
day
like a human beaver.
and then my last day going out, just start chucking them in. Instead of taking them out, I'm just putting them all back in.
all back in.
Yeah, so they can appreciate my job.
I thought you were going to build like a dam out of bicycles
No,
and
that's
stop up the
that'd be
canal.
pretty great
I
too.
mean,
but-
he probably would be doing that in a way. Just like rent a box truck, put all the bikes in there,
Uh-huh.
and then just back it up over a bridge, throw
Yeah,
it in.
start
I'd just
chucking
be
'em.
opening a secondhand bike shop. Make a little side cash.
Yeah,
That's a hard one, man.
Yeah, that is
That is a little tricky.
Yeah, they like fish out like thousands of bikes a year.
I bet.
From what I understand.
All right.
So-
That's tough.
all right, Aaron. Last one.
I'm ready.
That might I don't know. This might be easy. Might be hard. Taxi Driver.
Oh, yeah. Crazy Taxi is one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
So, man,
Good old arcade game
If-
right there.
yeah, it's a great game. I would probably try. This is so terrible. Once again, I would probably try to rig my taxi with an ejector seat.
I was gonna say
And a parachute.
you're gonna put a 007 ejector
Yeah.
seat in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be straight up Johnny English style.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just drive like right towards a pond and just tell people like, well, my time here on Earth is done. Hit that ejector seat and
Nice.
just let them, not like a real deal, like a city fountain would be
Yeah.
epic. And
Yeah.
just let it drive straight into a fountain.
Nice.
That
or
would
like,
be
or
awesome.
like a statue of something. That'd be pretty, just kill the statue, and then they'll get blamed for it, and I'll be parachuting over wherever.
How high is this thing ejecting you?
I don't know. I think they
You got
eject
some
pretty
rockets
good.
attached?
Yeah.
I get at least 50 feet
I
on
feel
that.
like I'll probably go to like Wile E. Coyote, like the Acme,
yeah.
ejector seat. It'll probably launch me into like outer space.
You have to light a fuse in order to the person's like, what are
man.
you doing?
That poor dude, man. I'm telling you, he
Wile
had
E.
all these
Coyote,
great
yeah.
ideas, and none of
Yeah.
them ever worked out.
Right.
Those things cracked me up, though. Yeah, that's probably what I'd do. Go ejector seat on
That's
it.
a good one.
All of a
Nice.
sudden, without warning, I'm gone.
Nice. All right, well, that's going to lead us into our final segment, which before we kick off our final segment, we have a new sponsor.
Hey!
We do.
Hey! So we have a new sponsor. Their name is Movie Munchies. Are you wondering what to do on a Friday night?
Yes.
My wife and I do that a lot. You ever watch Netflix and you get to a point where, like, you don't know what to watch because you finished watching The Office
All
for
the
the
stuff you
10th
know.
time? And so you're trying to pick out something new, and you spend like 20 minutes looking for something.
Right.
We do that a lot. So Movie Munchies takes basically all those movies and things that you can find on Netflix. I won't say all of them. A number of them.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, and they break it down into 5-minute digestible pieces, and they're super entertaining too. You guys have read them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were good. All right, but so you need a 5-minute break. You could go read some Movie Munchie reviews, and you could look elsewhere. But why would you do that?
Yeah, why would you do that? Makes
Yeah,
no
it's,
sense.
it's well thought out. It's professional. It's put together, very readable. So
So Movie Munchies is our friends over on Facebook. You can find them on Facebook. Like their page, follow them. They're constantly updating their page with fresh reviews for movies available on streaming sites or in theaters as well. Not only do you get a great synopsis and movie details, but you can digest it, like I said, in about 5 minutes. So they're super short. They're really easy to go through. You're looking for a new movie, just go through them and just find something that you like. And they're 5 minutes, unless you read really, really slowly. Then I guess that's a
Lance would have some trouble with that.
20 minutes if you read like me.
Oh man, that's great.
So you can go over there, learn about the movies you want to see, or find out about movies you should see. I can't read either. Or find out that they like Minority Report a little bit less than you do.
right.
That's what I did. Like, I was reading their Minority Report review, and I was like, I liked Minority Report a lot. And they were like, he didn't like it as much. He still recommended it, so I'll give him kudos for that.
Right.
All right, they give you all the information you need to pick out your next movie, and they make it entertaining too. So they keep it really fun, fresh, pretty simple. So swing by Movie Munchies on Facebook, pick out your next movie, and leave them a like to stay updated on new arrivals. We appreciate their support for this podcast, so we'd like you to support them for supporting us.
Wow.
Did I say support enough?
That makes a lot of sense. I like that. Support them because
Very
you support
supportive.
us.
Yes. And that's going to lead us into our final segment, a movie draft.
Yes.
Yes, a great movie draft.
Not just any movie draft.
No, because you can't just pick out any movie. That's too easy.
right.
course.
The best sequels draft.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this one took a little bit of searching, but I pulled out a lot.
Yeah.
Are we going to do 4 rounds or are we going to do 5?
I think
This, for me, I might be able to do a 5-rounder, assuming you guys don't pick all of mine.
you will probably pick all of mine, and then I'll have nothing left.
Let's
All right,
see where we go.
We'll start with 4 rounds, and we'll see where this goes.
All right.
Let me grab something to write this down
Oh,
with so
oh.
we know what we're doing here.
Who's first?
That's a great question. So the last draft that we did was
I think I was first.
What was the last one that we did?
We
It was
did the American.
Ridiculous America.
Yeah, Ridiculous American. Yeah, I was first.
You were
Yeah.
first. I was second. Aaron was third.
So I'm second.
I'm third.
I'm first.
Yes.
Aaron's first.
Oh, thank you, Lord. Which I don't know. There's to me there's about
I'm just glad I'm not third.
there's about 3 or 4 really good ones. So all right. Well, let me kick this off.
I think
then.
there's more than 3 or 4 really good ones. But
Okay.
that's my
I
opinion.
mean, for me, that I would consider the 101 in this draft,
Yeah.
or that I'd be happy with. But there's one in particular that, as far as sequels,
yeah,
to me takes the cake. And so, who was second again? Wait,
I'm number 2.
Matt's. Yeah, you are a big pile of number 2.
Number 2.
Number 1, I'm going to go with The Dark Knight.
Yep.
Oh yeah, good
choice.
point. Yeah.
To me, it is made. I mean, this is going to be controversial. It could be the best movie of the last 20 years.
it's
It's certainly
legitimately good.
certainly
Possibly.
in the running.
Yeah.
For the best movie in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
It is very good.
Who doesn't like Batman? I don't know. If you don't like him, you will be departed. So,
Yeah.
it's a great flick, and so I'm going Dark Knight. It
You
is definitely better than Batman Begins, which is a great movie.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is good. You know what's funny about that one is that Heath Ledger is actually like the star of that movie. With
Yeah.
the Joker. He stole that movie and it was awesome.
Yeah.
So-
he did it fabulous. Although Christian Bale's he's the best Batman in my opinion.
He's really good. And you know what? I think I might have told you guys this in private, not on the podcast. But every Batman gets a bad rap before he makes a movie. Like
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, he's
He's
Batman.
a terrible Batman.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be terrible. Oh, they ruined Batman." Then they do it. It's like, yeah, it wasn't bad. You know? So,
Yeah.
like, I even thought George Clooney was okay. And maybe people hate me for that, but
It's been a minute since I watched that one.
I think that was the one with Jim Carrey and the Riddler. Am I right on that?
George Clooney's not a bad actor, though.
Yeah.
I mean, so
It's-
he may not have
is
been a
that the
great
one with
fit.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, and
And,
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm getting some of them confused.
No, I think
I don't know.
Okay.
Something like that.
Michael Keaton was one.
So my number 1 pick. Okay, I've got a lot to pick from, but I'm gonna pick Empire Strikes Back
Nice call.
Okay.
because it's, in my opinion, by and far the best Star Wars movie of the entire saga, and especially the new ones. But we won't talk of them. But yeah, no, Empire Strikes Back. It's funny because as a kid growing up, well, we used to claim things as our own. You know, it's like, oh, that's my movie or whatever, because we were siblings.
Right.
And my brother grabbed Empire Strikes Back. I grabbed the holy moly! I just
Return of the Jedi?
I almost said The Last Jedi. That's the new one.
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi. Thank you.
Right.
And I really liked the Return of the Jedi as a kid because it had like that epic sword,
Yeah.
the epic lightsaber.
You pull out the green lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had like epic like crescendoing music to it and everything. It was just pretty awesome.
The story of the second one's unbeatable.
Yeah, but then you get older and you realize how good the story of the
It's
second
really
one is.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
That's a great choice.
all right, coming in with the third pick, and I have a lot of picks that I feel like are tied at
Yeah.
this point for me. So I don't think I can go wrong, and I also have the back-to-back. So I'm going to go with Die Hard with a Vengeance, the third one that came out with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
That one was my favorite by far, Die Hard movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got to go with that one. I kind of grew up on that one, really loved it. Really,
Hard to go against Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis and that Bruce Willis is great, and honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a Bruce Willis movie I didn't like. So that's awesome, and that was like the best of Bruce Willis movies, I think.
Yeah.
So Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yeah, he's like trying to keep the people from bombing the city and going around. the water jug riddle was really cool. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Been a while since
Yeah,
I've seen it.
it's a really good movie. I saw it probably 500 million times as a kid, so
Yeah.
maybe not exaggerating. I think I wore that VHS out whenever I was a kid.
I've seen Empire Strikes Back about 500,000
Right,
times.
so there you go.
Yeah.
You guys have me beat. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so second round,
Kicking off round 2.
and I got the first pick, and this is a real struggle for me, guys. No lie, but I got to go with my main movie.
You have to go with your heart.
I got to go with my heart,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
or it's got to be Rocky 2.
Okay.
Got to
okay.
go with Rocky 2.
It made my list.
You know
Yeah.
what's bad? I don't think I've seen it.
You haven't?
I don't think so.
Have you seen any of the Rockies?
Have
you seen the one with
I've
Ivan
seen
Drago?
pieces of like all of them.
I
I
must
feel like.
break you.
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies,
that's number 4.
He does.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, if you haven't like
Apollo Creed and Rocky fight in Rocky 2 again.
I always
Yeah,
felt like
it's
I was
so good.
behind on those, and I just decided not to catch up.
take a day, binge watch them, you'll get hooked so quick.
Yeah.
And then Rocky 5 will come around and you'll be really disappointed.
Didn't they just make one when he was old? It was just called Rocky Balboa.
Yeah. So they went to Rocky 5, then they did Rocky Balboa. I thought that was really bad. Then they made Creed, which was really good. I haven't seen Creed 2.
Have you seen? It's not Sylvester Stallone or anything, but have you seen The Fighter?
I have not.
Mark Wahlberg.
Uh-uh.
Pretty good. I liked it a lot.
You know-
Christian Bale. Once again,
Okay.
I like Christian Bale. He's a good actor.
You know, boxing movies typically are good.
Can we just throw this out right now? The best boxing movie of all time, The Cinderella Man.
I never saw it.
Once again, not something. I
Okay,
didn't watch too
okay.
many boxing movies.
Do yourself a favor and watch The Cinderella Man.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe is James Braddock, who won the heavyweight title of the world against Max Baer during like the Great Depression era. It's an incredible movie. But
Nice.
yeah, he's in that. Who's the Paul Giamatti's in it? It's really good.
Gotcha.
That's my favorite boxing movie. No
Yeah.
discredit to the Rocky movies. I love
Right.
them.
Yeah, Rocky's great.
But The Cinderella Man is an awesome.
I got to watch it.
It's a really
Yeah.
good fight.
I've
movie.
heard a lot of really good things about it. So.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah, Matt, you're up.
All right. My number 2 is going to
Don't
be.
take mine.
Yeah, probably not. This is probably not yours.
Thank you.
Star Trek Into Darkness.
Okay.
Star Trek Into Darkness. Wow.
Yeah,
It's a dark horse right there.
I like that one. Well, and if you look at the new ones,
It's a
I like the
darkness
new.
horse.
Yes.
I like the new Star Treks. I think they were a good reboot. A reboot with a new twist. And Into Darkness was better than the first one, and it was just very good.
Is that the one with Cumberbatch?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
Khan.
Oh, I'm so glad you took that because you have opened up for me to take Return of the King out of the Lord of the Rings series.
I knew someone was going to get a Lord of the Rings movie.
Return of the King is an awesome movie. Don't even turn your nose up at it.
Yeah, I'm turning my nose up at it because you didn't take the Two Towers.
I think Return of the King is a better movie. I love
okay.
I like all of them,
Yeah.
but I think Return of the King is a little better movie.
Okay.
You kind of get the resolution of it.
Well, sure.
So is Return of the
But-
King the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen them
Pretty
all.
epic. There's epic battles in all of them. The battle for Helm's Deep is an awesome battle.
Right, and that's where Two Towers, I think, kind of tends
Eh.
to take the cake on that one.
I think it's a wash. I think the battle from Middle Earth at the end is pretty epic, and then you have the very end when Frodo finally gets the ring.
Yeah.
There's finger bitten off, and
Yeah.
then everybody just like falls into the abyss.
So, spoilers.
If you haven't,
All right.
this is probably like a 13-year spoiler at this
When
point.
that come out in like 2006?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
But I'm taking Return of the King. It's my favorite of that series.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Man, is
Good.
it my pick again? Or?
No, it's actually mine. I got the
Oh,
back-to-back.
you got the back-to-back. That's right.
Why
You're
don't you take
first.
a chill pill, and then it's
Sorry.
me, and then it's you.
Yeah, I got a long way to go. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm trying to think of what's going to get back to me here. Oh man, I'm kind of stuck between two. Gosh, I'm going to go with my heart, and I am going to take the Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I
Okay.
thought about putting that one on my list, and I didn't.
Sean you're a Sean Connery man.
Yeah, I like.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
You could probably pick just about any of the sequels
Junior?
for Indiana Jones. They're all great.
Yeah.
That
I
one
didn't,
was
I didn't watch Temple of Doom that much though. That's
Temple of
kinda
Doom's
weird.
Temple of Doom's a weird one.
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
because
that's the one where he like grabs like the beating heart out of the
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
yeah.
that's the one that I like the most out of all of them.
Where they're like eating
It
like
gets
the
a lot more
monkey
mystical
brains
and
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that was probably my favorite of
Wow.
of all of them. So
This and other
That's
takes
probably
that
the-
no one else has had.
that's the one that's actually sitting here on my list. I'm probably not going to take it though. Since you took it, Indiana Jones, I'm probably going to go another way.
Smart.
That's the one that I've seen the least though. I'll be
Okay.
honest. Like I've seen
Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Ark
probably
and the
number one.
Last Crusade so many times, and then the Temple of Doom I've seen like once or twice.
I've always thought that Harrison Ford and Sean Connery make a great father-son
Yeah.
banter in
Yeah.
that movie
Yes.
back and forth. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with that.
Yeah, all the Indiana Jones movies are really good. So is it my turn now?
No, it's my turn. Why don't you take your turn, man?
Jumping the gun.
Okay, I am going to. I'll go with another newer one. Logan.
Okay.
And
Okay. I never saw that one, but I heard really good things once again.
very good movie. Yes. Very violent.
So I've heard.
That's what's
I've
so
heard
good
it's
about it.
That's what somebody told me. Like it's bloody.
Very violent. But it's a good story. Good story.
That's Wolverine.
yes.
Isn't that the one like how what is that one about? I'm trying to remember like how he became
no,
Wolverine.
It's
or-
not. It's not the. There's a movie. It's called Wolverine something. or
X-Men
other.
Origins.
Yeah, yeah.
Origins. Yeah, I saw that one.
That's not it. Logan is like when he's older.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's the other way around.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that
It's
technically-
the
beginning,
The
it's
other
the
end
end.
of his life.
Is that classified as a western?
Yes.
Is
I
it
thought-
really?
I thought it was actually.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
It's a very Western.
Didn't know
story.
Matt was into westerns, did you?
I didn't know they were still making westerns.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. There's some good ones.
Yeah.
Westerns are so great.
Yeah.
I love westerns.
Well, they're timeless.
It's the most American style of movie.
Yeah, yeah. It's the American legends.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
can't beat it. Lancer, it is officially.
Oh man,
your turn.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't going to
You're
say
allowed
anything.
to speak now
End of round 3.
if you can
Alright.
read it.
All right, so I still got a lot on my list here. You guys haven't taken much. I got to go with something a little different off the beaten path here that I think is maybe not looked at too much.
Land Before Time.
Which
No.
one? What, number 25?
How did you know? No, I'm going to go with Shrek 2.
All right.
Nice.
Shrek
Okay.
2 was a really good reboot to Shrek. And Shrek was great at the beginning. So funny. Oh my goodness.
It's one of the greatest movies.
It's hilarious. It's like it's got to be one of the classics. It's going to be something that kids in 20 years from now will watch and just love.
Yeah.
That'll do, donkey.
Like I mean, and then they're going back to whatever the castle is where
Duloc.
Fiona Duloc, is that
Yeah,
what it is?
Duloc?
Yeah.
You've seen it more recently than I have.
Yeah.
Right?
I haven't seen it
Been
in a while.
long time.
But yeah, they're just going
It's
back.
imprinted
and
on my brain.
It's so good, so funny. I mean, I want to go watch it right now.
There's a lot of twists and turns in
Yeah.
it. It's really good.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
it is a funny movie.
So yeah, Shrek 2.
Good call. And
go for that.
In case you were wondering, this is round 4, so it's
Oh,
your turn
God,
again.
I get to go again.
But this is your last time, so
no.
make it count.
Are we going to do a 5th round, guys?
we can.
Can we do a 5th round?
I can.
We can do it.
All right, we're going to do 5 rounds. So
As long as you guys don't take mine. Then I'm boycotting.
All right, so I'm going to go with Terminator 2.
Okay.
The Judgment. Is it Judgment Day?
I think so.
Yeah, the one where Arnold Schwarzenegger turns to a good guy.
Right.
And they reprogram him, and they're trying to stop Skynet from being created, finding that arm in the guy's
Been a long
house
time.
and all that.
Been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah.
I actually watched Terminator recently because I was like, I haven't seen this in a long time. Watched it recently. Have not seen Terminator 2 in a long time.
Man, it's so good to me. You
Yeah.
know, it's got the Sarah Connor, and
Yeah, is
she's
that-
just awesome.
Is that the one where she's racking the shotgun
Yeah,
one-handed?
one-handed.
Yeah, because her
yeah.
other arm's like destroyed or something, and
yeah.
and then the liquid robot comes after them.
Yeah.
It's like walking through
She
stuff.
actually had to work out in order to do that.
So
believe
if you had to choose right now for the rest of your life, Terminator 2 or Shrek 2?
Oh gosh. Oh man. I'd have to go Shrek too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go
Good
Shrek
call.
too.
All right, Matt. It's all you.
All right, this is a kid classic right here for me.
Oh, I hate you.
The Rescuers Down Under.
Okay. All right.
The Rescuers. What? I've never
The
heard
Rescuers
of this one.
Down Under.
Never
It's
heard
good
of
movie.
this.
Oh, you need to sit down and watch that movie. So good.
What is this about? Give me the plot.
Good. So it's about a
Rescuers?
little boy. It's a little boy named Cody, and the rescuers are like two mice that basically they save people around the world from things, and he ends up he saves animals in Australia, and he ends up falling into like a poacher's trap, and the poacher is like
I think I saw
trying to
this.
catch this giant eagle.
Yeah.
And so it's a really good movie.
I think I've seen this one, yeah.
I've seen it
It's so
recently with
good.
my boys, and
Yeah.
we love it.
Bee soup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Such a good movie.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just take it here. I've got the back-to-backs. Both
Yep.
the last two movies on my list are on the board, so I'm going to take
I
those.
still have like 4.
And I thought you were going to take mine, what I think is the best of the kid-type genre, and
Yeah.
I'm going to take my favorite, Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
It's the
It was
best
on
of the
my
Toy
list.
Stories.
I agree.
The cast is incredible. It's a hilarious plot.
Yeah.
Watched it the other night with my kids. Laughed my rear end off through the whole thing. It is a great movie.
Not today, Zerg.
Yes, I'm catching up with my dad. It's so great, Toy Story 2, and we'll take that one right there. It's hard to beat Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, and I don't know if you knew this, but the voice of Mr. Potato Head is Don Rickles.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
like famed comedian.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't know that to the other day.
didn't know
But
that
the
either.
cast of the movie, like the voices,
Yeah.
is incredible.
Yes.
And so, anyways, Toy Story 2 is great.
Well, and 3, I don't think has as much of a hold on me, just sentimental value and stuff. I was younger for.
That second
2
one,
coming
where
out.
you kind of introduce some of the other characters in
Yeah.
the Woody group,
Yeah.
is a great movie.
Yeah.
And plus, you kind of have a bad guy. You got that fat dude everyone doesn't like from the toy barn.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
stealing toys, and it's
Yeah.
great.
They make good like bad guys.
Yeah, it's really funny. So I'm taking Toy Story 2, and for my last pick, I'm going to go with The Bourne Supremacy.
Man.
Did I steal it from you?
Took my last pick there. Okay.
I love the Jason Bourne series. He's a beast, and the Bourne Supremacy very well could be the best one in the entire. It's probably the best one.
Yeah.
Just from the fight scenes, the escape scenes.
Yeah.
And then the at the end where he ends up killing the dude who killed his girlfriend on that car chase, that epic car chase.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
So how many Bourne movies are there?
So there's the Bourne Identity, there's Supremacy, then there's The Ultimatum, and then they made a movie called The Bourne Legacy.
Yeah.
And that's like when you first watch it, it's super
It's
confusing.
Hawkeye.
It's the guy from Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, I think.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
what it is it's a parallel movie that runs during the exact same time as The Bourne Ultimatum. He's just a different guy in a different Black Ops group, and because of The Bourne Ultimatum, they're starting to shut them all down, and they're trying to kill him. And so that's how that one goes. And then they just made one called Jason Bourne where he comes back and
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
takes
yet.
out. It's actually pretty good.
Is it?
I like it.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He ends up. I won't spoil it.
Yeah.
So
Spoiled all the other ones already.
Yeah,
Good-
yeah, well, most
I
of
know,
them have been
one's
out
from
for like
2006.
12 years. If you haven't gotten none of it now, like
Yeah.
And anyways, that one's been out for I don't know 3-4 years, but it's good. You'd like
Has
it.
it been out that long?
I think so.
Gracious. Yeah.
If you like the other ones, you'll like it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll take the Bourne Supremacy.
Yeah. Like the Legacy was pretty good.
The Legacy is good. I actually think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
But you have to know what it's talking about, where it falls in the story, or you'll be like, "What? Where
of the-
am I? And what is going on?"
A lot of those movies came out around the same time because you had like Shooter that came out around that time too.
Yeah,
and
Shooter
just
was
like
good.
those movies were real popular.
Yeah, we love a good assassin story.
It's true. All right. So for my final pick, because you stole Bourne Supremacy, I'm gonna go with another childhood favorite, Fievel Goes West.
Oh yeah,
All right.
he loves him some westerns.
Yep. So
yeah, it's such a good movie.
oh yeah, I never.
The Lazy Eye.
That's another one of those movies that I know I saw, but
Yeah.
I don't have much memory of.
Dude, I went back and watched like the An American Tale.
Oh yeah, it's good.
We were watching it at my parents' house. Was this over Christmas or something like that?
They're like singing that there's no cats in America and the
It's
streets are
such
paved
a
with
good-
cheese.
It's
Yeah.
kind of dark at the beginning.
Oh yeah, it really is.
and it's so good.
It's a good movie.
it was Steven Spielberg.
It really.
Yeah, he did both of those.
That's not surprising.
They were so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you haven't seen that, hipsters, check out Fievel Goes. Go to the library. Check out Fievel. He's a mouse.
Yeah.
And he's got a pretty good story.
Yeah.
But Fievel Goes West, I think, is better.
I that's one that I watched a lot more.
Yeah.
Both of them were
Yeah.
good. Fievel Goes West was my personal favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Rather than it's the secret weapon. That's the first one.
But it's a good one. So I'm with you on it.
All right, so pulling out the final pick of this entire draft.
Yes.
I'm going with something that's honestly just close to my heart. Probably no one else would have ever picked it. That's why I saved it to the very end.
Princess Diaries 2.
It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 and the Secret of the Ooze. The classic one when they had the animatronic suits and everything. Out of all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies that were like made classically, not the animated ones today, like it's all CGI.
Right.
But those, out of the old ones, number 2 was by far the best. I literally watched that movie every night going to bed.
So
as a kid.
maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but can we please stop making live action films of old cartoons?
Yes.
Like, keep remaking them. I agree.
Like,
Just
do we
find
have to
somebody
make,
who can
like-
write a story.
Look, I didn't never watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just because I just didn't. I don't know.
Right, you're into Star Wars and stuff.
Yeah. I was a nerd kid. But with the like, why would you try to do? Because the CGI one was kind of live actiony and stuff.
Right.
Why would you do that to it? And why are they doing that with Sonic?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, just stop.
Yeah,
I don't want to see live action of these things.
I care zero about Sonic.
Yeah,
Like,
it's true. Yeah.
I mean, like,
Like I played Sonic when I went like up north and played on my cousin's Sega, but
Yeah.
otherwise I didn't really.
I remember for a while being the younger sibling on the Sega.
Yeah,
And all you had to do was that you just got to be the fox.
Yeah.
Just like has that little twirly tail and
Yep.
you just don't have any like cool powers or anything.
yeah.
you just kind of got to
Tails.
follow.
Yeah, you just kind of tag
Yeah,
along.
name Tails,
Like,
yeah.
oh,
Tails,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the fun thing was with some of the I don't remember which one, but one of the Sonic games, if you're Tails and the other person's Sonic, the camera follows Sonic but doesn't follow Tails.
Yeah,
you're
It's
like-
like if you go off screen, you're done.
Yeah, you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And so,
There's no point.
Exactly.
It's not.
so you
really
better
a
keep
two-player
up,
game.
or,
Yeah.
or it's going to be a really short game. So, yeah,
Yeah.
when you're the second oldest, you get Tails.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, well, all right, well, let's recap this real quick. Matt is kicking off his with The Empire Strikes Back, Star Trek Into Darkness, Logan, The Rescuers Down Under, and Fievel Goes West. Ending it with 2 kid movies. Man
I had
after,
no choice.
Man after my own heart. The kid movies are great.
Yeah.
You know, I told someone the other day, was like, what was the best movie you've seen? And I was like, the Lego movie.
The Lego movie is good.
It's the
It is
best
good.
movie I've seen in the last 5 years. I laughed more at the Lego movie than I have at any movie in a long time. I'm like,
and
these
it's
kids,
true because it rhymes.
it's so good. And like the second best movie I've seen is like Lego Batman or something. I was like, the Lego movies feel like some dude in his basement just
Yeah.
making up stuff, and it's hilarious. So, anyways, back on topic. Lancer's team: Die Hard 3, Rocky 2, Shrek 2, Terminator 2, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I just combined it, made it one long word.
Mutant Turtles.
Number 2. And rounding it off, I have The Dark Knight, The Return of the King, The Last Crusade of Indiana Jones, Toy Story 2, and The Bourne Supremacy. So well done, gentlemen. This draft will be posted on Twitter. So go to
Yeah.
Twitter and follow us on there if you
yeah,
don't
like the
already.
last one. Oops.
Oh, did that never get posted? Well, that was a hard one to post.
It was a really hard one to post. I didn't post it. I've been kind of
Yeah, that was the
busy.
American one?
Yeah, the American one.
So if you have no idea what we're talking about, this is your first episode. We welcome you. Go back and listen, and you can kind of get a hang on what we do here. But go
Welcome, node. Get in line.
welcome, and we'll sign off for now. So, anyways, go to Twitter and follow us there, and you can see updates and shower thoughts and things that we post on there. And but vote on the poll; it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's at Hip Shot Podcast. Also, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Shoot from the Hip Podcast, and Instagram, Hip Shot Podcast. As always, you can follow us on wherever it is that you listen to podcasts. Make sure that you go ahead and subscribe, and you can leave us a rating and review if you're listening to us on iTunes, and that'd be super helpful to us. Also, don't forget to go ahead and jump on over on Facebook to Movie Munchies, our new sponsor, and go ahead and give them a little bit of love over there. Give their page a like and follow them, and that would be supporting us by supporting them.
Be a supporter.
Very
Sorry, I
supportive
tried to
group.
tie that in again. Yeah, we're just a big support group.
I'm telling you, it's just pathetic.
All right, thanks for listening to this podcast. Be sure to listen again next week for our next episode.